Hello, everyone. Happy Monday. Sorry I couldn't be there today. Um, but I do want to just go over a couple substitute expectations that I do have for my students. So, number one, just like I were in class, I would like you to show Mustang pride by listening to all instructions. Make sure we're staying seated at all times. We're not using the restroom, taking drink breaks, anything like that. Make sure we do that before and after class, please. And then also be sure to try your best today. So showing your best work, showing your best self for the sub and for others around you. And for today, you won't need a scratch piece of paper, but you will need your handout and just do your best. If there's time at the end, you can doodle on it and color it as I show you in the next video. And as always, let's keep the classroom rather clean. I did put some color pencils in the boxes. Let's just be sure that we are keeping those nice and neat. Feel free to use your own supplies or you may use mine. Just make sure you find them, or rather you leave them in the same way that you found them, okay? All right, moving on to my next slide. Today, you're going to be working on identifying and labeling parts of a coordinate plane, and you'll see that in the next video. Okay, we're getting ready for an 8th grade standard, although we are covering a 6th grade math standard today. And any kind of time you have at the end of the class, you can organize your math notebook, you can label the page numbers, or you could just read silently. Okay, and just remember, like I mentioned previously, classroom supply expectations. This includes bookcase, desk supplies, whiteboards, technology, anything you find in the classroom. Let's just make sure that you treat that with respect and care. Let the sub or myself know if there's anything wrong with the items in the classroom that you see. Okay, so today, all I'm going to have you do is the coordinate plane activity that you'll see in just a bit. Before we get started, I do want to remind you what a coordinate plane is. So some of you might be familiar with what a coordinate plane is. It's basically a two-dimensional, grid. You'll usually see that with grid marks. And there's usually 4 quadrants. So we have quadrant 1, quadrant 2, quadrant 3, and quadrant 4. And we'll also have 2 axes. So the one that goes horizontally or from left to right, we call that as the x-axis. And the one that goes vertically or up and down, we refer to as the y-axis. Okay, so that's really important. Okay. And I will see if I can upload this video for you from BrainPop. It's really fun, but I'm going to skip it for now. Excuse me, I'm going to try to skip it for now. Okay, so what's the point of learning all this? Why do we learn about coordinate planes? Okay, well, actually, in real life, your parents or you probably use coordinate plane and don't even realize it. So anytime you use the Waze app or anytime you use Google Maps or anything that has to do with like a GPS tracking location, things like that, that's all using a coordinate plane. So it's taking the 3-dimensional life around us and putting it on a flat or 2-dimensional plane. So for example, here you may see a little smiley face of where Lakeside Middle School is and the general location of my house. What I do when I get to work is I want to see how far away it is, the traffic, everything in between. And that's basically using a Cartesian or coordinate plane to map out where I am in relation to my work or other things. Okay, so just think of this as location. So anytime we talk about a coordinate today, it's just stating where is this location relative to the origin or the center of that grid. Okay, I hope you guys have a good day. Be good humans, make good choices, and take really good notes in the next video. Have a good one.